more.
Despite a broken leg, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry is racing, or perhaps hobbling, to Vienna, hoping to save the nuclear talks from collapse. Iran's supreme leader, the Ayatollah Khamenei, announced Wednesday that before any agreement is signed, economic, financial, and banking sanctions imposed against Iran must be lifted.
Lifting of sanctions cannot depend on the implementation of Iran's obligations. No, we absolutely do not accept that.
The framework agreement reached last April allows Iran to continue its nuclear program, but would limit the number of centrifuges that could be maintained over a 10-year period. Sanctions would be phased out as international nuclear inspectors verify Iranian compliance. But on Wednesday, Iran announced no foreigners would be allowed on Iranian military facilities, where much of its nuclear activity is hidden. And the Associated Press says it has obtained a confidential document disclosing that American negotiators have offered Iran high-tech reactors and other advanced nuclear equipment in exchange for reductions in its nuclear development program. In April, President Obama insisted his proposed nuclear agreement with Iran would be effective.
It is a good deal, a deal that meets our core objectives. This framework would cut off every pathway that Iran could take to develop a nuclear weapon.
Many Obama administration critics say the deal would actually allow Iran to eventually develop nuclear weapons. Among them is the Clarion Project's Ryan Morrow, who told CBN News he's concerned about Iranian-sponsored terrorism.
One of the questions we have is that when Iran gets billions and billions of dollars as a result of this nuclear deal, it will not only be funneled back into their nuclear program, but back into the terrorist apparatus that is helping to kill our soldiers in Afghanistan and will likely kill our soldiers in Iraq as well.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says the deal is getting worse by the day.
And it should not be signed. It has been said, better no deal than a bad deal. Better no deal than a terrible deal. And that's what the choice is today.
With only 5 days left before the final agreement deadline, it looks like John Kerry and other Western negotiators will offer more concessions and then take what they can get. Gary Lane, CBN News.